Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Jay Vadum here. So you guys been asking how much I made during tomato season. Now that's still not over. I have about 2 more paychecks left to receive. Now with that being said, I will give you guys a little update of how much I made in my first month as an owner operator. Which like I said in my other video, being an owner operator is a business. So for many people it might be different when your break even point is, depending on the loan you got on your truck or if you got a trailer. So everyone's expenses is going to be different. We're going to be breaking down my total income, and then we're going to deduct diesel. We're going to deduct our semi-truck payments, insurance payments, and many different things. So for my personal scenario, I started night shift. I was working 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 in the morning, and that was really tough for me. First of all, it was my first week learning. They don't give you directions there. Every time they send you to a location, it's usually like, okay, you're gonna go 10 miles down north, then you're gonna turn left on this lane. You're gonna go that way for about 8 miles, and then your location is gonna be on the west side of this road. So it was a little difficult to get used to that. So my first week, I did work 6 days and a half. I started on a Sunday. I worked half the day of that, still getting lost and stuff. So my first paycheck was $4,584. So that was my first paycheck. So basically, here we're gonna break down a little bit how they pay us there. Here I did a total of 15 trips, and you guys can see there the miles. So those are the miles I did per each trip. The date, so starting the 7th, the last month of July there, and those are how much I got paid per trip. This is the 10% that the broker takes away from us. Then we're left with the $3,900 right there. And then we get $624 for diesel, leaving us with a total of $4,500 for 1 week. Now I know $4,500 for 7 days might not seem like the best. As an owner operator, try to average about $1,000 a day at least, to keep in profit. But like I said, it's my first month being an owner operator, first week. I'm still getting used to the new job. Not really good with night shift. I had to put in a request to switching over to morning shift. It kind of took a little while. But there we have it. My first week was $4,548. Now let's see what my second week looked like. Alright, so this is my second week here. This week I did 17 trips, 2 more trips than the week before. So for this week, I did $5,177. I got $717 for diesel. Before that, the broker took the 10%. And there we have it. Second week, $5,177. So $5,177, my second week. I was still working night shift. I decided, you know what? I need to get out of night shift as soon as possible. I'm not averaging the $1,000 a day I want to get. So I put in the request. This week again, they told me, okay, we have an opening for next week. So next week, I was able to work morning shift. So my schedule ended up switching from 5:30 p.m. to 9 in the morning to 3:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. So I was now working morning shift, which ended up working way better for me. So let's see what the third week looked like. So here we have it, my third week. I did 19 trips. And my total pay take home after the broker fee and everything else was $6,050. So there we have it, man. Third week, $6,050. Switched to morning shift. Ended up working out pretty well for me. But I'm still not averaging the $1,000 a day. And truck driving ain't easy. It might seem easy that you're in your truck all the time, but it's very difficult. You have to manage sleep when you get home, your food right. The hardest part of the job is when you get home. Being responsible enough to just get home, shower, eat good, and fall asleep, and get ready for the next day. Now let's see what my fourth week looked like. So there we have it, guys. My fourth week. We have my fourth week here. I did 18 trips. But look at here. We have more money than the third week. We have $6,300. So we got the $6,300 for my fourth week. And I only did 18 trips. Now, that happened because I ended up doing some longer trips that fourth week, which I ended up learning a little bit down the road. It's better doing 3 long trips than 4 or 5 short trips. You end up getting more pay for doing less trips. So I started learning a little bit about that. Now, with that being said, For my first month as an owner operator, I made a total of $22,092. And then I'll show you guys my personal deductions and my diesel cost, and if I'm paying my truck off or not. So first of all, I was working down south when I was doing these trips my first month, and down south diesel was pretty cheap, to be honest. Diesel was about $2.60. Some gas stations were even $2.50 for diesel. And going up more north, it would get somewhere from between $3.30 to $3.40. So my first month for diesel was a total of $3,800, which is pretty great for a whole month. $3,800. I mean, I started off the week pretty slow, then started picking it up, but the diesel was super cheap down south. I did one trip my first month where I had to go up north, and I had to pump diesel going up north, and it was way more expensive. Something as simple as a 40-cent difference in 100 gallons ends up being $40. And those $40 throughout the week end up adding up a lot. So we're going to deduct the $22,092 minus my $3,800 from diesel. So after we deduct the $22,000 from my $3,800 of diesel, we get a total of $18,292. Now, before we do the taxes thing, many people are asking me in the comments if you get taxed on the $22,000. No. As a self-employed person, basically you're a business owner, you're a 1099, so you get taxed after all your expenses. So we're going to do the taxes at the end after we deduct our insurance, our truck payment that you could depreciate up to 5 years if you pay your truck off, up to your insurance costs, any repairs you have. You get taxed after that because those are your deductions to keep your business running. So we're at $18,292. Now we're going to deduct my initial down payment for my insurance, which was total of $3,000. So we deducted $3,000 from the $18,292, and we're left with $15,292 after my diesel, after my down payment for my insurance, which covered my first month. So now we're left with the truck payment. So like I said, I gave $20,000 cash for my truck. I got a loan from my credit union for $8,000, and I told myself I'm going to pay this off as soon as I can. So I made the money. First month, paid off the $8,000. So let's see where that leaves us at. So we subtract the biggest expense of the month, which was a semi-truck. We subtract the $8,000 and we're left with $7,292 after my insurance, after diesel, and after paying my truck off. So I have my truck completely paid off. Everything else after this is profit and no more truck payments for me. That was a big accomplishment for me. So now let's do the taxes. The taxes self-employed, I believe, is about 15%. So we're going to do 15% of the $7,992. So after the 15% tax for the month, that some might say is going to be different for everyone because you either can invest that in your business, get taxed on much less if you have any investments you can make, like for your truck. But after the 15% tax on the $7,292, we're left with $6,199 profit after everything's said and done. I have my truck paid off, I have my insurance paid, I have my diesel paid, and I have the taxes paid, which I could put that aside. Now I am putting aside $500 for any expenses I have. First month went great. I didn't have to deal with no expenses. I have new tires, fresh oil change. Everything's going good. Now that being said, so my first month, $6,200. For a business, that's pretty good. To be able to break even your first month and even make a profit, that's great. Some people are DMing me saying, man, how can I get this started tomorrow? This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. You do have to plan it out. You do have to take your time to get that experience going. Call a professional, which I'll leave the number up here as well, and ask. So I had no idea how to be an owner-operator. I called him. I said, hey, what do I need? Do I need my motor carrier permit? Do I need my DOT? Do I need any other paperwork? What can I do to better prepare myself? How can I be ahead of the game? So that's what I did. That's what I'm telling you guys. You can get your DOT before you even have your license. And I'm not talking about the DOT physical. This is something to operate your truck, which if you give them a call, they'll be able to help you out. Now, that being said, it looks like some of you might think I did this overnight, I was at Tesla for about 10 months. of hard work, saving up, and then right now I ended up buying the truck. But I was saving up at Tesla. I didn't know for what purpose. I ended up finding out truck driving industry wasn't so bad at all. That's why I'm doing it, to save for my business. So it did take me a while to save up, and it did take some patience. I tried doing it my first year, and I couldn't, So I was forced to wait that 1 year, get my experience, and wait to be an owner operator. So yeah, profiting those $6,200 my first month as an owner operator was a pretty good feeling. It's pretty fun to manage all that money, being able to bring in $22,000, being responsible enough to give it its home, send it away, saying you belong to diesel, you belong to insurance, and I need to pay you off, you for taxes and you for my expenses. It's the very important part of being an owner operator, because it is a business. And from a business perspective, it's beautiful to be able to profit, like I said, $6,200. Now, that being said, there's 2 weeks left for the season. I'm picking up my check in about 2 or 3 days. And then I'll give you guys an estimate about the last check, just so we could get it out of the way, see how much I made the season in tomato, which was about, I think it's going to be ending up about, let's see, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10 or 11 weeks for the whole season. So, getting the check next week, I'm going to do an estimate compared to all my checks, see the miles, just so I can show you guys how much I ended up making the whole season, which my first month wasn't too bad, but I could say this second month is looking way better, way more profit now the truck is paid off. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel. We're going to be posting that video soon, and then from there, maybe I'll do another questions, maybe to help you guys out a little bit more, any doubts that you guys are having. Please let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer you guys as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.